Good evening, kids. Good evening, parents. Seems to me I'm in a good mood to record more games. So let's see a little bit more about the Caro-Can. Now, this game is nothing special, right? But the reason I choose this game is because I just want you to see how the development of the pieces can happen, and also the last position that I'm kind of interested in because I think this can happen with the children's games, right? Now, again, the game, nothing really so important in the game, but you will see. We still gonna learn something. So C6, D4, D5. In knight C3, we take on E4. Knight takes on E4. Bishop F5, Knight G3. So all those moves we know from the theory. Bishop G6, Knight goes to F3, wants to jump to E5. So black plays knight D7 and stops that move. So now you cannot go to E5 and bishop D3. Now, of course, in the theory that we studied, we captured bishop D3. You can do that. It's fine. But this is another interesting idea, pawn to E6, and you are allowing this bishop to take on G6. Now, if the bishop takes on G6, of course, let's just see that. You are going to take with a pawn on H, right? And open the file for a rook. Hey, we don't know what can happen on that file. The checkmate would happen, right? So I just want to pay attention to those pawns here. They're very solid, right? And your king is protected, right? So what you can do, you can play knight f6, bishop to d6, queen c7, and castle to the king queen side, and that's the idea of this. So that's why I wanted to show you this game because it's a little bit different, right? So rook is open here, and maybe you can also use this kind of idea in some of your games, right? So let's see now. After e6, castling happened and bishop to d6. Logical move, right? The idea is not to take on g3. That's not what we want to do here. We want to just play bishop d6, develop knight to f6, play queen c7, and castling to the queen side. Knight goes to e4, attacks the bishop, and now we take that knight because moving the bishop to c7 or e7, you would lose. I mean, it's possible, right? You could do it, right? Play bishop e7, but bishop e4 makes sense because now after knight f6, bishop has to go one more time back, and you kind of got the tempo move, right? Extra move for black, and that's cool. Those two knights are very good, and that's how Caro-Can players like to play. They very often prefer the knight instead of the bishop. Queen c7. It's clear. This is a target. Pawn on h2. This excellent battery here that you have, right? Black is very nice here. Very good. There are no problems here for black. h3, h6. Now, this move h6 probably prevents the bishop or the knight to go to g5. Knight e2. Yeah, this probably not a good move. There's no need for a move like knight e2. There are so many other moves that white can play, like push pawn to c4 or c3, or play rook e1, but not knight e2. c5. Black plays a nice move. He's opening the position, right, and wants to kind of put his pieces into the better place. Right? Knight goes to e4, and knight takes. So was this worth it for white to move knight e2 and knight e4 just to trade the knight? I don't think so, right? And castling. Look at this. Beautiful, right? Black is in a great position. The development is excellent. The king is safe, right? Everything is nice. And there is this pressure on d4 here. And you'll see that's why I wanted to show you this position when you play castling to the king side, right? So bishop e3, knight f6. Suddenly, the pressure on d4 is even stronger because what's happening is this rook is getting into the game. Now, queen moved to f3 and not good enough because after pawn takes on d4, white cannot take this pawn. He did take in the game, but white needs to move now the bishop to d2. That's the only move. Bishop takes, and after bishop h2, discover attack, and black wins the bishop and wins the game. Why did I choose this game? First, it's short. It's 19 moves, and there are some important ideas here. One idea, first idea that I really liked is here. This, we are allowing white to take on g6. Kids may do that, right? They may take on g6 and you take with a h pawn. Suddenly this rook becomes important. And like I said, you play knight f6, bishop d6, queen c7, and you castle to the queen side, and then perhaps you can attack on h5. That's the first thing why I like this the game. The second, I also liked here, like this idea of developing the queen and the bishop. Look at this battery attacking on h2. It may work. Now, just remember, you don't want to open up the game here. You don't want to play like e5 and have your king in the center of the board. The idea of queen c7 is to castle to queen side and to push pawn to c5. And you have this nice attack on the diagonal. And yeah, we talked about this move that, I mean, I don't like it. Maybe some people do. Knight e4 and castling. And that this is the position that I wanted you to remember, right? Castling, and then you can take on d4. You take and bishop h2. Okay, so that's what we learned from this game, and then you take on d4. Now you can go to guess the move, right? You can do it on your own and practice this position. Try to memorize as much as you can, and try to memorize the moves, right? In your account, I think this guess the move is just going to be the octopus right away, like this. That's what's going to be. So you don't have to. Yeah, there will be no moves on the other side. They're on the right side. Okay, practice this game on your own. See the game one more time if you need. Look to memorize the moves, to memorize the ideas. You can do that, and then do the guess the move. Right? Okay, I'm gonna stop recording here. You can do this exercise on your own. Okay, bye bye, kids. See you.